So someone asked, how did I come up with Beat DJ? So it's a kind of a long story. I started kind of getting into music tech when I was like 19, started getting into techno and IDM, and I ended up working at a synthesizer shop called Synthrotech in Portland, Oregon. They do like little sort of DIY modular setups and stuff. And I got interested in music tech that way, and then I went to college for computer engineering. And in college, I built a music app called Beat Machine, which was like a mobile music making app. And I was really interested in live performance because at the time I was just using like an Electribe and like a SP404 to do live sets, but it wasn't really flexible enough for me because I felt like I couldn't preview what I was going to send to the audience because I was just like, mixing and stuff kind of by guesswork. And so I thought, well, maybe I can make Beat Machine, my old app, work for live performance. So I had this idea of like splitting the headphone channel into two. So you have mono channel and the other mono channel for the speakers, one for the headphones. And I used that for a while on the iPad with Beat Machine. And it was kind of working, but it never really came fully to fruition. And it was just kind of a hard concept to like sell, I guess, because it was mono. It was all mono. It wasn't the full picture. So I had that in my mind for years, and kind of the development on that app stalled because basically we ran out of energy and funding, and I was had to work other jobs for many years. Then I finally got stable enough to the point where I could work on music apps again, and I came back to that idea of like, how can I mix with the headphones and with the audience and keep it stereo? So while I was on a trip in Malaysia, actually, I was just one day like, I'm going to figure this out. So I spent actually about a week trying to figure out the multi-channel mixing. And once I got that, I knew it was game over. Like I knew this would be a sweet app. And so I actually played my first show with it, maybe only like 2 weeks later in Malaysia. And that was pretty funny. It was like super rudimentary, like just you enter text and these little spheres would appear, and then like I would mix them together, and there was basically no like rhythmic changes you could do really. It was just like crazy polymeters, crazy sounds, like whatever came out. So from there it just developed, and I knew from the start that I wanted to get the microtonality dialed in. And so from the very beginning I was researching microtonal music and additive synthesis and doing a lot of experiments. Even before Beat DJ, I actually built another music app called Waves that I never released. It was called Wave, and it was basically like a DAW where you could make music entirely from sine waves. So it was all additive synthesis, and I actually really want to release that someday. It's really fun to use and really unique sounding. But that kind of helped build the foundation for me to go into the microtonal direction because I'd done a bunch of research. Um, yeah, that's the story of BTJ. I think that's about it. Everything since then has just been optimizations and user-friendly design and stuff like that.